All right, what is up, Seatsoids? We are back with daily major updates. All NAFFERS stick around because it is finally our time. Oh my god, we got stage 2, day 3. Let's get into it. Starting, we got Paravision versus NIP. This is... it's just NIP. NIP have lost 4 maps in a row. They've gone 0-2 both of them. All 4 of them have been overtime. It's kind of sad for NIP. I did want Paravision to win this. I think I just like their roster a little bit better. James has been underperforming and they're still winning, so it's looking good going into stage 3. I hope they can get some stuff done. For the ninjas over here, Kaspersky, I should say. Bad game for him, unfortunate. I think that he's usually the deciding factor in these because he is their best player by quite a considerable margin. Wrinkle locked in and just was not enough, unfortunately. So, GG's. I like Paravision. I wanted both of these teams to make it, and one of them's guaranteed to. So, there's that. Imperial M80. This is a little embarrassing. Just look at the map win versus the 2 map losses. Imperial's really a pretty decent team. M80 should have won this. Just look at these rating differences. Oh my god. Head-to-head, every single M80 player beat every single Imperial player. Lake had an underperformance. It's the major. It's tough. I'm not too concerned for M80 in general as a team, but this was definitely the match that they wanted to win, as we'll see. Bait versus 3D Max. I said in my video yesterday, Bait have the better firepower, and that was shown here. Another head-to-head, every single Bait player did better compared to their, compared to the other team. 3D Max, they had a really great start, and they just couldn't hold on to it for the next 2. We got Fnatic versus Passion UA. I wanted Passion UA to win this, obviously, because I'm an NA fan. They did. Overpass looked a little bit shaky. They were kind of giving up a lot of T rounds, which you're not supposed to do, but they closed it out, and then Inferno was an even better win. I knew Grim was going to have to lock in here at some point. BlameF did not, which I think is usually the deciding factor for these 2 teams, and it shows. We have Aurora Astralis, 2 major chokers. One of them choked harder. They're really not even that far apart in ranking anymore. This is HLTV, so it's not as accurate. I think VRS Aurora is 6. I believe Astralis is 13th. Okay, so pretty close in ranking. It showed it was definitely a close series, but absolutely no standout performances from Aurora. 1.05 being the highest one. Honestly surprised it was this close, just given how everyone was playing. Magisk still has it. Device was able to go positive. He's been a little shaky recently, so I'm glad to see that. Oh my god. I'm hoping that all of my nappers in the chat watched Liquid vs. Tyloo live. I watched the first map. I was dismayed. I was not happy about it. For Train, unfortunately, I was not able to watch it, but I did have HLTV, the mobile app, up on my phone, so I was watching the play-by-play. I was seeing Naff get all these crazy multi-frags. I'll probably go back and rewatch that map, but I just wanted to get this video out first. And then Inferno was crazy. There was it was 15-14 on Inferno. I'm seeing if they have it. They don't have it up here. There was a 15-14 on Inferno. Liquid was obviously up with the 15. They had 4 players towards B. Naff was alone on A. They got an opening pick and some damage on B. Naff goes out A, dies on site, gets no picks, and then instead of just executing into the 4v2 on B, they all rotate over to A, where there's at least 2 confirmed players there. I don't think they knew that it was a 2v2 on both sides, so technically there could have been 3 players A. They just decided to go anyway. I don't know why. And then Ultimate hits the absolute craziest, multi-frag of his life. I don't even know. I don't know how it was possible. See if... No, this wasn't it. But he hits 2 kills. They're on a site. They're on the site. One is upper box, one's lower box. Yeah, it was just crazy. Ultimate hits both of them. They don't get any kills. Then it was just a 3v1 versus, I think, G, maybe, and they were able to close it out. This is a crazy one by Ultimate as well. But, I mean, yeah, just look at the scoreboard. Ultimate playing well is what Liquid needs, because he does not tend to play well that often. All my Naffers are eating great tonight. Oh my god. He was only +8 actually on the series, which is a little surprising. He had a pretty bad Inferno. Yeah, 15 and 21. The round swinger actually wasn't that bad at all. He had some pretty impactful kills, and then a lot of the times he died, obviously, they just lost the round. But highest damage in the entire lobby, highest round swing in the entire lobby. Unfortunately, he's not the highest scorer, but he did match G, which is nice to see. Just incredible work. I don't know what else to say. It was cinema. If you have not watched that series, please do. At least please watch Inferno. It looked like Face at level 3 plays for the majority of it, but overtime was just insane. Probably one of the more fun maps to watch. Liquid was down 8-12 on Inferno on CT, and as we've known, it's been a pretty T-sided map recently. I'm not entirely sure why, because the eco adjustment should make it even more CT-sided, but a lot of teams have been doing better on T-side. Yeah, Liquid and Tyloo both got 8 rounds in regulation on CT, so kind of an inverse map, but I'm glad to see that we got out with it. I like Tyloo. I wish that they would have had a different matchup today, so they could both go into the 2-2 bracket, but I'm always going to be rooting for NAF, so got that one in the bag. M80 versus Passion. This is sad to see, because NA versus NA. On the plus side, that means that at least one of them is guaranteed to make it to stage 3, which is probably more than a lot of people were expecting even. I think M80 are probably going to win this. Seeing them against Imperial today does not inspire much confidence, though. So I think it's probably pretty 50-50. I think Lake is going to have to lock in, because Grim is going to lock in. I can almost guarantee it, especially in a, like, you know, regional rivalry, I guess. We have Liquid versus Astralis. I'm always going to root for Liquid. I also legitimately do believe that Liquid can win this. Shuhei has not been doing great. His rating's actually gone up, though. I'm not entirely sure why, because he did not do good today. Well, he did alright, I guess. But Shuhei's rating's gone up to a 0.9, Hooksy 0.93. I mean, everyone else in the head-to-head here is winning. Even the Offer is our 3rd frag, and he's doing better than their 2nd frag. So, we'll see. I really think that Liquid can pull through with this. I think that they make it to stage 3, and I think that they'll have a pretty good stage 3 run if they make it. So, all my NAFFERs in the chat, that's what we're looking for right now. We have NIP versus 3D Max. I think NIP is going to run away with this. I'm a little confused by some of these matchups, because I thought that all 3 of the 2-1 losers had to play the 1-2 winners, and we have Liquid versus Astralis playing, which did not make sense to me. Even rating wise, it's not like they shouldn't be playing. I think they're the 2 highest rated. Yeah, they're the 2 highest rated teams in the 2-2 bracket. So it doesn't make any sense to me, but it's happening. I think NIP is going to be 3D Max here. 3D Max has just inspired no confidence throughout this entire major, even though they've been winning a little bit. So yeah, I think that it is going to be a very, very entertaining, a very, very good 2-2 day tomorrow. I think all of my NAFFERs in the chat, we are going to be eating good again. He actually fell off on a 3rd map and still ended 2nd on his team today. So, yeah, I mean, that's about it. There is a lot that is up in the air here, but NAF does have the highest past 3 months rating in this entire lobby. So, I think we should be looking good. Anyway, that's about it.